Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome or welcome back. It's BK Tarot here. And today's pick a card reading is going to be on what are they realizing about you? Okay. We have group 1 with Visionary. We have group 2 with the Ruler. Group 3, the Balancer. And we have group 4 with the Angel. So take a second, decide which group you're the most drawn to. The timestamps are in the description box below. Feel free to pick more than one group if you would like. And remember, this is a general reading, so some things may resonate, other things may not resonate, and that's okay. All right. So let's get into it for y'all. Group 1. Hopefully everybody is doing good today. So we have the Visionary. So I was hearing the song by Chris Brown called Psychic. So some of you guys could be psychic or have intuitive abilities, spiritual abilities, and people are realizing this about you. They may not, some of them may come out and say like, oh, he or she is psychic or they're psychic. Or it could be that like they're phrasing it like, oh, how did she know that? How did he know that? I didn't tell anybody about that. How did group 1 pick up on that about me? You know, so you could be good at reading people, group 1. So you could be a Scorpio, you could be an Aquarius, or you could be a Pisces. That's what I'm getting so far. Scorpio, Aquarius, or Pisces. That could be anywhere in your big 3. Okay. Also a Virgo. Scorpio, Virgo, Aquarius, or Pisces. So yeah, people are realizing that you know a lot of things. You may know a lot of things, but you don't really talk about it. You could be connected to higher realms. You could be connected to angels. You could talk to your spirit guides, ancestors, things like that. So some of y'all could be spiritual as well. And this is what people are realizing about you. So there could be conversations that come up where maybe spirituality comes up or religion or something relating to one of those topics. And you could be really well versed in whatever that is. So you'll talk about it and you'll share your input about what you know. You may not share everything, you may share like a tidbit of it. And then it has people wondering, like, dang, like she must know more than what she's putting off or giving off right now. Okay. So you could, maybe for one of you, you could have predicted something that happened to another person, or you could have sensed that something was off about a certain situation involving another person and you told them about it, and then that person might have been doubtful about it, but time went by, and then whatever you predicted or you talked about is something that actually happened in their life, and they're like shook by this. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. I'm using my intuitive deck here. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What are people realizing about group 1? You could also be age 46. All right, we have Taurus rising. So you're someone, group 1, who you pour into yourself. You're someone who invests in self-care. You could be someone who gets your hair and nails done. You like to wear makeup, get your lashes done, get your brows done, whether you're feminine or masculine, take what resonates. You could like to get your hair cut. Like you're very, I'm hearing prim and proper. So you really take care of your hygiene and your beauty. So you could have like an interesting beauty routine. You could have like a interesting skincare routine that people don't really know about, but you could have like 6 or 7 steps to your skincare routine, maybe every night, or this could be something you do once a month where you treat yourself and maybe you do a face mask. I'm hearing a body mask. So you could do like body scrubs or make your own DIY body scrubs and you do that to maintain a good skincare. And then people can notice like how well your skin looks, when you're around them and stuff. So people are realizing that you could have some type of like good hygiene and beauty routine for yourself because you look so good. Your skin looks so clear. You don't have wrinkles, or you have very minimal wrinkles. Yeah. What are people realizing about you? What have you been neglecting? You get one more. What have people been realizing about group one? And we got Sagittarius. Everything gonna fit here. So some people may feel left out because you may be someone who travels a lot, or you like to move around a lot. You like adventure. You like things to be spontaneous. Maybe you're someone who doesn't really like to keep a routine, or when it comes to like your interests and your passions, you don't really like to keep a routine. You like to be more flexible with that. So you could be someone who like you have an idea or you make a plan on the fly and you go with it, and you don't tell people about it maybe until you get to wherever that destination is, or you could tell them after the fact, after you come back from whatever that destination is. And that's just an example, you know? Yeah. So this is what people are realizing about you, is that you don't need a posse, you don't need a group of people to make plans and to have fun. Okay. Spirit guys, what are people realizing about group one? What are they realizing about group one? So you could be a Taurus or Sag also. We have Ace of Swords. You're a good planner. Maybe for one of you, you could be an event planner, or within your workplace or within your family. You're someone who is good with making plans or taking the lead when it comes to making decisions and plans for your family or for a group of people. And this is what people are realizing about you. You're very direct with your words and with your speech. And you could be someone who has a really comforting voice. It's like a comforting voice, but it's still a strong and stern voice at the same time. But it's also sensual too. So I guess it depends on it depends on the situation. You could be all of the above, or you could be one of the above, or a few of these things. But people are realizing that they like your voice, they like listening to you and what you have to say. And when you speak, you tell like a nice story, like you tell a story or you explain things where people can like vividly visualize what you're saying. All right. Spirit team, what are people realizing about group one? And also, if you guys are liking this reading so far, or if these messages are resonating, feel free to tap the super thanks button below. I'd appreciate it. All right. I got one card here. We have death. So when you say you're going to do something, you do it. Like if you say that you're going to cut out something from your life, you're going to do that. You're not someone who just talks about it. You actually do what you say you're going to do. Okay. There could be people around you who like to talk a big game. And it's like, oh, I'm going to stop talking to this toxic person or whatever, whatever. But then you see them hanging out with them like a few weeks from now or something like that. But you're the type who says, oh, I'm gonna stop talking to this toxic person or whatever. They're messing with my peace, they're stressing me out, or this is just not right. I don't like how it feels, blah, blah, blah. And then you actually go about with, making moves with cutting that toxic person out your life. And this is what people are realizing, is that you stand on business, you stand on your word, You're a man or a woman or a person of your word. And this is what people are realizing about you. Yeah, people don't want to get you angry because they know how you talk and they hear how you sound when you talk, when you're just talking about regular stuff. So it's like they know that if they get in an argument with you or if you get upset that they're going to be scared and they want to run for the hills, because they feel like you're a firecracker, or you would be a firecracker if you get mad. Like if they haven't seen you get mad or angry or upset, they know that you could be very explosive. And this is what people are realizing about you, group one. And we have the Empress. Wow. So you're someone who makes clear decisions. Sometimes those decisions involve endings in your life. And once you end certain things in your life, you create a new beginning for yourself, or new beginnings, plural. And with those new beginnings, you're always attracting more. I'm hearing you're always attracting more wealth, more opportunities, more abundance to yourself. And this is what people are realizing about you. And we have 8 of Wands on the back of the deck here. Just trying to make sure all of these are in frame. But yeah, y'all have definitely strong energy, very impactful energy. You're influential, whoever you are, group one. People like the way you communicate. Some of you could talk quickly, or some of you guys, when you talk, you're very passionate about the things you have to say. This is what people are realizing about you. And you're someone who's also passionate about your goals and accomplishing those goals. Like you don't let nobody get in your way. So y'all could be a Capricorn, could be a fire sign, air sign, heavy Scorpio, heavy Taurus, and Libra. And then the signs I mentioned earlier. All right, group one. So that was your reading. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. So we have group two. We have the ruler. So I feel like your head is always on the swivel. You could be someone who is always like aware of your surroundings. So people realize that you're someone who is confident in who you are. You could stand very powerfully, or you could have a certain stance that shows or that asserts authority, whether you are in a leadership position or not. Like the way you carry yourself and the way you stand, like your body language says to other people that you need to be respected. And this is what people are realizing about you. It's like people know by your first impression or by your body language, they know that you have better things to do than to be wherever you are at that moment. Okay. And they respect that about you. Like they feel like if they don't know you really well, or they don't know about other things going on in your life, they can tell that you're an important person in another environment, if you're not already important in that environment that you're in right now with them, I hope that makes sense. Some of y'all could be Italian or French or from the Middle East, or you could be Indian. Okay, hold on. What is this back here? Or you could be African also. You could have African descent. Some of you guys could look very lavish or dress really lavish. You could have an expensive taste in your clothing or in your jewelry. You could be someone who wears like head wraps often. Um, but I feel like so you could give a first impression that you may have an attitude, or that you're standoffish, or you may give off a air, or you may give off the impression that you feel like you're better than other people. But when people get to know you on a deeper level, or they actually get to have a conversation with you and talk to you, they see that that's not how you are. They see that you're caring, you're observant, you're bold, and you're someone, for some of you, you actually enjoy having conversations. So let's see. For the ones who know your birth chart, you could have a fire rising sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius rising. You could be a Scorpio rising, or Aquarius rising. Yeah. So let's keep going. Spirit guides, what are people realizing about group 2? What are people realizing about group 2? Venus energy. What are people realizing about group 2? Take a break. What are people realizing about group 2? South node, north node. How many did I get last time? 3. Hold on, y'all. Let me just make sure my mic is good. So, for you guys, you know how to rest and relax when it's time to. You may be someone who, I'm hearing, you could be a workaholic, or you could be someone who has a like a leadership role. You could be one of the higher ups in your company, or you could have your own company. You could be the CEO of your company, or you're in the process of starting your own company or something. But you're someone who has a lot of responsibilities, but you're someone who also knows how to relax and take a break when you need to. And this is what people are realizing about you. But people realize that you have beautiful relationships around you. Like, you're someone who like is a good friend, you're a good like romantic partner, you're a good mother or father, you're a good family member. This is what people are realizing about you. It could be all of the above or one of the above or something, depending on your situation. So just take what resonates here. But yeah, what people are realizing is that you're a really good person to have in someone's life. Okay. Um, you could be a Scorpio, you could be a Taurus or a Libra. Yeah, it's like you mesh well in different environments. Like, you're able to be mutable and you're able to be flexible in different environments. You're someone who's able to talk to any type of person, no matter what their background is. You're able to connect with any type of person. And I feel like I'm like this. And I feel like a big part of it is because I grew up traveling. I was a military brat. My father was in the Navy. So I was able to travel to different places, living, outside of the country, but also within the states I've traveled. So I've been around a lot of different people at a young age. So I've been around different cultures. So I have gained a sense of understanding of other people and things like that. So for instance, like where I work, there's different people of different backgrounds and stuff, but we have our cleaning lady or whatever. So she doesn't really speak English or whatever. She speaks Spanish. And I'm someone who is, I would say I'm bilingual, but I'm more in the beginner slash intermediate stages, to where I can have a conversation with someone, but I can't hold a conversation for like 20-30 minutes, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm able to get by pretty much. So yeah, I'm able to connect with like the cleaning lady or whatever. We actually had a whole conversation in Spanish, And she was like, in Spanish, she was like, oh, how do you know Spanish or whatever? Because obviously I'm black. So I'm sure it's very rare to know of someone who looks like me who knows how to speak fluent Spanish if they are not of that culture. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to her about that. She was telling me about the stuff that she wanted to do. She was talking about she wanted to teach eventually. She was telling me that she was in the process of learning English, and she was showing me like her paper of like her writing things down in English and practicing that and all that stuff. So yeah. So I'm able to connect with her on a different level than maybe other people around me could, because maybe they don't speak Spanish or whatever. But even outside of that, just people in general, I'm able to just connect with people differently because I've had different world experiences because of different people I've been around. So I said all of that to say you guys could be like this too. Some of y'all could be bilingual, some of y'all could be biracial also. Okay. Um, yeah, so maybe some people are realizing that you're actually someone who's bilingual. You can speak another language, or you're good at speaking like another language or something like that. All right, let's keep going. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What are people realizing about group 2? And if you guys are enjoying this reading so far, or if the messages are resonating, feel free to tap that super thanks button below. I truly appreciate it. All right, we have 5 of Swords. So you could have been through experiences where people were jealous of you or are jealous of you. So maybe you realize this about certain people that you interact with. You realize that maybe they give backhanded compliments, or they're passive aggressive, or they try to compete with you when you're just trying to have a regular conversation, and they're just trying to like talk about and broadcast materialistic things that they have instead of um really connecting with you in the conversation, you know. So these people that are trying to compete with you or whatever are realizing that you can pick up on the fact that they're jealous, that they are jealous of you. This is what some people are realizing about you, is that when someone is being backhanded, or when someone is being shady or being weird towards you. Spirit team, what are people realizing about group 2? Yep, we have Judgment. Some of y'all could be coming from group 1. So it's like you could be someone who has a lot of things going on, but you're able to take a break and relax. So after that break, and you come around people again, people notice that you have changed in some type of way. So maybe you needed that break, or you needed that time to yourself to recoup and recharge. And it's like each time you recharge, or each time you go into hermit mode and you come out and you come around other people, you are like a newer version of yourself. And this is what people are realizing about you, and they like it. They like it because it's refreshing. They're seeing like a different side of you, a different side of your personality. Wow. Okay. And we have the World. How many cards? 4. And then Temperance. Y'all have strong energy too, group 2. You could be well known. You could communicate with people online, or you could be very social online. And this is what people are realizing about you. Yeah, you could speak to a lot of different people online. Like you could be a part of some type of like Facebook group, or some type of group that has a lot of different people that live in different areas, or that come from different ethnic backgrounds, and you connect with them. And these people you connect with really enjoy your energy. They feel like you're peaceful. They feel like you bring them a sense of comfort and satisfaction and happiness. Yeah. But you like encourage people and persuade other people to change too, because you're someone who, you could be someone who's comfortable with change or you're used to change. Okay, and this isn't something else people are realizing about you. Yes, like every time you make a major change in your life, you upgrade yourself or you glow up in some type of way. And people see you as being accomplished, successful, someone to look up to, someone to respect. Yeah, it's like people know that you got your shit together and they can't do nothing about it, especially the ones who may be jealous of you or who's trying to compete with you. They are realizing that you got your shit together and they really can't compete with you because they just wasting their time. So we have Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, air signs, Sagittarius, and Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. I think I said Taurus already, but yeah. All right, group 2. That was your reading. Next one we have is the Balancer. So you're good with navigating through any problems or challenges or issues within your own life, but you're also good with navigating through any challenges or issues. Like you're good with helping other people navigate through any challenges and stuff. So people could feel like you're a problem solver. This is what people are realizing about you, is that you're a problem solver. Okay. You're able to be like the mediator within situations. You're able to get both sides to see each other's point of view. Like if you are a mediator, you're able to get person A to see person B's side, and you're able to get person B to see person A's side of view, point of view, you know. Some people could feel like you're an old soul, or like you're very wise. You could have grown up around a lot of, not grown up, but like as a kid, you could have been around more adults than children your age growing up. And this has led you to like be wise for your age or be wise at a young age. Some of y'all could like pineapples. I know that's a random message. Or you could be eating pineapples right now. Maybe for one of you, you could be allergic to pineapple. I know it's really random, but take it if it resonates. But you get, yeah, you definitely get people to see a different point of view in certain situations. You're very persuasive, and this is what people are realizing about you. And people feel like you have a very unique way of thinking. You could be someone who's innovative. You could have like role models who are very different from the normal role models that people have. So the role models that you have could be people who are very intellectual, who are conversationalists, who may be motivational speakers, um, just different things like that. And you get satisfaction out of following their life story or just following along with what they do in life and things like that. Interesting. Okay. So guys, what are people realizing about group 3? What are people realizing about group 3? You could be a Libra or Sagittarius. 13. What are people realizing about group 3? Okay. Yeah. Look, you or them. So that kind of reminds me of like having a debate or a discussion and it's two people. Okay. But also like if you get in discussions or debates with people, it's like you're still able to see the other person's point of view, but you're still able to stand on your beliefs and what you feel is right or fair. Spirit team, what are people realizing about group 3? Wow, okay. Pick your battles. Yeah, you're someone who likes to keep the peace. You're someone who's a peacemaker. You don't like when people fight. You could be someone who doesn't really like confrontation, or you could like confrontation. It depends. Um, yeah, yeah, it depends. Yeah, you definitely could be a Libra or a Sag, but you're not someone who is always going to go off on someone whenever you have a disagreement with them. And this one fell out. We have West Coast. You're someone who's also a good speaker. You speak very clearly. You could be well educated, or you could just know how to speak really well, like clearly, where people can understand you. Yeah, like you're someone who stays away from drama. This is what people are realizing about you. You don't like drama. You don't like to argue or fight, but you're someone who will put on your boxing gloves if you need to, but you're someone who really doesn't want to. It's like you don't want to give your energy to that. Let's keep going. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What are people realizing about group 3? And if these messages are resonating for you so far, feel free to tap the super thanks button below. I'd appreciate your support. All right, 4 of Cups. So you're someone who chooses yourself over other people. I'm hearing like a martyr. I don't know what that's relating to, but like you're someone who is going to put yourself first. You make yourself a priority no matter who is in your life, no matter who's not in your life. You make yourself a priority, but then it makes other people feel left out. It makes people feel like beneath you sometimes because you choose yourself first. But maybe, yeah, maybe it was before people people took this personally that you chose yourself first, but maybe now they're realizing that this is just how you are. This is your personality. This is your method of getting through life, with choosing yourself first and remaining peaceful. And they're realizing that this is just who you are. This is just how you go about life, you know? What are people realizing about group 3? Queen of Swords. You could be an air sign, Aries. You could be an Aries, but you could be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, or Virgo. Because the air signs are, what am I trying to say? Yeah, the air signs, it's about communication, information, talking, all of that stuff. But also, I'm thinking about Gemini, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Virgo is also ruled by Mercury. Um, so they love intellectual conversations. Um, they love insight. They love giving their input in conversations and things like that. So this could be you, where people realize that you like having intellectual conversations with people. Yeah. You may not be someone who's very emotional. You're very logic. You could be more stoic than emotional. And this is what people are realizing about you. You could be a feminine and you're not as emotional as other feminines around you. And this is what they are realizing about you. But they're seeing that that's just how you are, you know. We have the High Priestess. People may feel that you have secrets. You may not be indulging, or was it indulging or divulging? I don't know. You may not be telling people everything. We have the Emperor. So you may not be telling people everything about your life, or even though You have clear communication, you speak well, you may not mention everything that you know or mention everything that goes on in your personal life. And it's like people want to know more about it, but people are realizing that you're just a private person. Some of you are like this. Some of you are private people. You don't really like sharing much about your personal business. Okay. And you're also, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Okay. So you're someone who likes to create order out of any chaotic situation. You don't like dealing with nonsense. You don't like being around nonsense. And you're someone who will remove yourself from any situation that causes you dysfunction or causes you to feel like discombobulated or out of balance. Okay, so you could be an Aries. I think I mentioned that already. Aries, you could be a Pisces, air signs, you could be Virgo, Scorpio, or water signs. All right, group 3. Hopefully that helped you guys out in some way. So we have group 4, we have the angel. I'm hearing the song, it's about Shaka Khan or yeah, hearing the song Angel by Shaka Khan. Some of y'all could be fans of Shaka Khan. Y'all could like R&B. Is she from Detroit? I don't know. I feel like she's from like somewhere up north, like Midwest, like that. Midwest, up north, whatever. Maybe one of you could be from Detroit or from Chicago or in that area. I don't know why that message is coming up, but just take it if it resonates. You could have an accent that's different from other people. You could be someone who has moved around a lot. Group 4. You could be someone who has different sides to your personality. And this is what people are realizing about you. Like some people might have thought that you are maybe being fake or you're switching up stuff on purpose or whatever, but I feel like these people have been around you more often and are realizing that you're just someone who has different sides of your personality that you like to show. Okay. You could be, maybe for some of you, you could be flashy with the things that you wear, or you could be animated with how you talk or express yourself. And this is what people are realizing about you. You're someone who's funny also. People find you to be hilarious. And you could have a very quirky sense of humor or a very different sense of humor than what they're used to, but they still laugh. They're still amused by it. You could be the oldest sibling, um, or you could be like, or like one of your parents don't have many siblings, like your parents could only have maybe one sibling or no siblings. I don't know why that's coming up, but um, yeah. Or you could have like a small family. You might not have a big family. Some of you could have a big family, but what I'm picking up on is that maybe some of you have like a small, close knit family. And this is what people are realizing about you. Maybe how you grew up is why you act a certain way, or the reason why you behave a certain way is because of your upbringing, maybe. And this is what people are realizing. Maybe someone has recently met your family, or someone has learned more about your family life in some type of way. And now I feel like maybe a person or a group of people could be putting 2 and 2 together. And it's like, oh, now I see why group 4 acts this way. Now I see why group 4 likes these certain things or has this type of humor and blah, 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 you know? That's interesting. Spirit team. What are people realizing about group 4? What are people realizing about group 4? Restrict or flow. This one flew out. We have rose-colored glasses. You could be someone who's the life of the party, or you're someone who likes to make other people laugh. You could be someone who uplifts the mood whenever you come around, and this is what people are realizing about you. Like, you could be someone who is optimistic about life, or you try to see the bright side of life. Okay, and this is what people are realizing about you. So like, if they're having a bad day, like, you make their day a little bit better, you know. Spirit team, what are people realizing about group 4? All right, we have Aries moon. You could be someone who is colorful. Did I say that? That you can dress interesting? I don't know. But yeah, some of you could have a colorful wardrobe. Your style can be very different and eccentric. It is something that's not trendy, but it works well for you and who you are. But people feel like you could have a temper buried underneath your humor and buried underneath your animated personality. Or maybe someone has recently saw you maybe spaz out on someone or cuss somebody out or something, and they realize that, oh dang, group 4 has a temper. You could be age 47, your name could be Angel, or yeah, your name could be Angel. Or someone in your family's name could be Angel. Maybe for one of you, you could be Hispanic. All right, let's keep going. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What are people realizing about group 4? What are people realizing about group 4? Wow. Damn. We got the star. People are realizing that you could have been someone who has been through a lot of different things, a lot of challenges, a lot of struggles. You could have had a lot of struggles within your upbringing. Something could have happened significant in your life like 3 to 5 years ago, and that could have changed you, and that made you like maybe switch up things, or switch up how you live, or how you go about life, or how you go about interacting with people. But yeah, you're someone who has healed, or you're healing right now. But because you have healed, like, you're definitely standing out, and people see that you are better than how you were before. For the people who knew you before, like before this change, like when you were dealing with your struggles and challenges, people see that it's definitely benefiting you. This new version of yourself is definitely benefiting you, but it's also benefiting people around you, because you're spreading love, you're spreading kindness, you're giving people hope for life. Yeah, you guys definitely could be an earth angel. You could be very sweet, empathic, very sensitive. Emotionally, you could be sensitive to other people's emotions. You could pick up on other people's emotions easily. Okay, you could be someone who is good with comforting others when they are emotional, and this is what people are realizing about you. Yeah, you have a big heart, group 4, and this is what people are realizing. Even though you could have been through some bullshit, you still have kept that kindness and that sweetness within you. So you could be an earth angel, you could be a star seed. Let's take what resonates. You could be an Aquarius. You could be age 47. I don't know if I said that already. All right. And if these messages are resonating for you, feel free to tap that super thanks button below. I truly appreciate it. Appreciate y'all's support. Spirit team, what are people realizing about group 4? Queen of Pentacles. Some of y'all could be spiritual also. You could be on your spiritual journey. You could be religious. You could honor gods, goddesses, or deities that are important to you. And this is what people are realizing. But you're also able to be practical. You're still able to take care of your responsibilities. Like you have a good balance of being in the spiritual world and in the spiritual community, and also being practical and in the material world. So you could be someone who has a nice home or a nice apartment or a nice place to live. It's very nice and neat. You have a nice car or a decent car that you're driving. You have a good job. Yeah. It's like you're a stable person. And that's what people are realizing. Oh, too many cards. Spirit team, what are people realizing about group 4? Okay, we have the moon. So some people may feel that you're still healing from something. I heard healing from heartbreak. You could have went through a breakup recently, or could have lost something and you're grieving something right now. And people maybe can pick up on this even if you don't talk about it, or maybe you have talked about it briefly. But people are realizing that like you could be grieving, like you could be hurting more than what you're giving off, you know. You could be more affected by something that you've lost or something that you're grieving. You could be more affected than what you're displaying to other people. And this is what some people are realizing about you. And we have King of Pentacles here. So we have a match of King and Queen of Pentacles. So you could be someone who is healing your marriage, or you're in the process of working through maybe some struggles that are going on in your marriage or your long-term commitment. There could have been some things that were not as they seemed. There could have been some illusions within your marriage or within your commitment with your partner or something. And maybe those things recently came out, or like a situation within that has come out recently and you're healing from that. Or maybe your partner revealed something to you that you weren't expecting, but it affected you more emotionally than what you expected or what you thought. Okay, and maybe your partner is realizing this about you, is that maybe what they said to you, they didn't know it would affect you like this. You know what I mean? This is a specific message. I feel like this could be for like one person or two people, maybe one or two people. But yeah, like your relationship is balancing out now, because we got King and Queen of Pentacles. And you know, Pentacles talk about stability, investments, like longevity. Things are stable, things aren't going nowhere. Yeah. Let me get one more, spirit guys. What are people realizing about group 4? What are people realizing about group 4? Okay, we have 6 of Cups. So people are realizing they want to get to know you more. They want to get to know you on a deeper level. Maybe these are acquaintances or coworkers or something like that. People who don't really know you personally. But people are realizing, like, based on the interactions they had with you, or the interaction they had with you, they feel like you're a good person, you're fun, you're animated, you're funny, and they want to get to know you more. Some of them or one of them or a person or whatever may want to invite you out for drinks or want to invite you out on an outing with their friends or something, or with mutual friends that y'all have, or mutual coworkers, whatever. So maybe for one of you, you could be getting invited to go out somewhere very soon by an acquaintance or by someone you might not know that well, but someone that you you feel comfortable with to an extent, you know. Wow. Okay. So we have earth signs, water signs, Pisces, Aquarius, and Libra, and Aries. All right, group 4, that was your reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.